Welcome back to the channel, guys. What is going on? I said that backwards. If you're new here, this is RPScapedTanks. Did you hear that too? Anyway, so I've been itching to scape another tank now for a while. I haven't actually scaped one. You know, I've redone them, but I haven't actually scaped one in maybe 2 months. And I wanted to do something different using things I haven't really used before. So I got a new plant order in today, and I figured why wouldn't now be the perfect time to do it? It's a Saturday. Everybody's relaxing at home. I got kiddo running around like crazy right now, so it's gonna be a little interesting. I have plants that I've never used before, and it's very, you know, I'm very excited, but also very nervous about it at the same time because I don't want to ruin them because they are beautiful plants. Okay, back to what we were talking about. I am going to scape a Clear Mini 6, the Waterbox Clear Mini 6 that I unboxed right here. I hope this is it. I don't know why I always forget. It's either here or here, but I'm pretty sure it's here. So right here, and I'm going to be using Dragonstone. I've never used Dragonstone before, and I will be using the plants that I've never used. So this is pretty much new for me. So let's get to scaping. Now, I have soil in the tank already, and I have some serious stone in that tank already from an experiment that I was doing that did not go well at all. So let's go look at the tank. I'm gonna have to clean it up because there are some, you know, soil stains on the rim of the glass, on the glass. Okay, so that is the hardscape layout done. It is a little messy, but that's because I am using wet soil that I literally just drained this tank. So now let's move on to the plants and what type of plants I'm going to be using, because I haven't used 90% of these before. Kind of excited to finally use them. I might end up putting more in here eventually, but right now I got this plant shipment in and I really want to plant them. So we have Bucephalandra Red Blade, we have Bucephalandra Brownie Phoenix, Bucephalandra Firebird, Bucephalandra Brownie Brown. That's funny. We have Bucephalandra Arrogant Blue, and we have Cryptocorini Hoodroy. We're gonna use some Monte Carlo that I have. I have no idea what the layout's gonna be like, but let's plant it. We'll find out as we go. I don't know what I have in my head, but it's just gonna come out. I'm gonna wing it. Let's do this. And I almost forgot. This is Cryptocorini Wendidii Green. This is from a tissue culture pot, and I'm pretty stoked that I got so many pieces out of it. Okay, so this is the final result so far before I fill it up. I added some Monte Carlo here. I have this Java Fern Black Forest right here. This spot was missing something. It was just so empty right here, and I just wanted to add that in there. And I really like the way this turned out. The Monte Carlo I was going to use was from the Dutch Guppy tank, and I stored it and 90% of it melted away. So this is what I can salvage, and some more that I have in a grow out tank right now. So hopefully we can get some more, and I'll plant it in as I get some. But right now this is going to be what we have so far. This tank will have CO2 in there, so everything should thrive really well. I did wash this as I had the issue with the diatoms because of the silicates in this, but I did wash this thoroughly until the water was clean, so hopefully we don't have that issue now. So the tank is set up. We have our filter on there. I'm using a really small canister filter. I believe it's a Sun 603B. Let's take a look at it now, and then I'll show you guys what it's gonna look like tomorrow, because it is still a little cloudy because we just filled it up. Okay, so it is the next day, so let's see how this tank is doing. I personally love the way it looks. So it's been about 3 or 4 weeks, I think 3 weeks, possibly 3.5, since we set up the Buce tank. Now we have a little bit of a problem. I have a toothbrush in my hands, you know what that means. I added in 2 Amano shrimp, and we have those 10 harlequins that are in there right now. The diatoms have set in, and now we have a little bit of a hair algae problem. Now I am solving that as we go. So today is water change day, and I am going to show you what the tank looks like. Let's get a time-lapse maintenance session on this thing. Yeah, so it's not the greatest. We do have a hair algae problem, but we're gonna fix that right now. Alright, so the maintenance is done on that. Let's see what it looks like, and then I will give you some final thoughts and what I possibly could have done wrong. So this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed that setup of plants that I've never used and hardscape I've never used before. What I've noticed is that the aqua soil is definitely depleted more than anything else. The Monte Carlo that I said I put in there, it has melted. There's one patch that's surviving and hanging on, so I'm just going to leave it in there. I'm not going to disturb it. The diatoms and the hair algae was a terrible mixture. I didn't get everything out, but I'm going to do frequent water changes more and more. I did 50% every day for the first week, 50% every other day for the second week, and then I backed off because I made sure that the tank was stable. The tank is stable. I think it's just finally setting in, which is great. It just really took 3 weeks, even though I used some established media. Well, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna try to figure out what the problem is and why that hair algae came out to be, but we're gonna solve that issue together. Now, the one thing I could say that it could possibly be is that I didn't have that light on a timer, so it was inconsistent. I was trying to get it exactly every single time. I do have it on a timer now. That could be one issue. It could be too much CO2. I was doing about maybe 1 or 2 bubbles a second, which I know might seem like a lot for that tank, but I do have surface agitation on that tank 24/7 no matter what. The CO2 is getting distributed. Or it could just be lack of nutrients or too many nutrients. There's so many different variables with hair algae specifically, so we're gonna figure out what it is. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna give you guys an update in a couple of weeks, and I'll let you know how it's going. But for now, I will see you in the next one. Peace out. I hope you have a good day, and bye.